Okay, today's video is a response to Prep Pro 2717's question as to what is your favorite fixed blade knife. I'm going to cheat a little bit here and answer two different answers. Actually, I'm going to name two different fixed blades. One that's my favorite, one that I don't really use, and one that's my favorite that I actually use. Beforehand though, and we'll get a little bit of the mushy stuff out of the way, this is a mentality. Whenever I'm asked what my favorite knife is of any type, no matter what the criteria, my answer is always this knife. My Spyderco Dragonfly. It's a very nice knife, nice blade, holds a nice edge, very well built. I like the shape of the blade, like everything about it, but what really makes, none of those things make it my favorite. What makes it my favorite is that engraving right there. It says Love Zeiler. It's the first gift my son ever bought me that he actually thought about himself and paid for himself. I didn't have to go buy it and put his name on it. I had been telling him that when I was his age I used to see dragonflies a lot more often than I do now, and that they were very beneficial insects and I always liked them. He kept that, he remembered that for a few months until Christmas, and then around Christmas time he saw this knife with a dragonfly on it at the Excalibur, and never said a word to me. Went to my best friend, made arrangements with him for him to buy it for me. He paid for it. He gave my best friend the money, and my best friend bought it. They had it engraved. It was Eiler's idea to have it engraved. So it's his first gift he ever really put a lot of thought into and got because it was something he thought I would like, and not just because he thought he was supposed to give me something. So that means a lot to me. It's probably my favorite possession, period, much less my favorite knife. But now moving on to the actual question of what's your favorite fixed blade knife. Like I said, I'm going to have two answers here. One is one I don't use a lot. It's actually a little too nice to use too much, and it's got a little sentimentality to it. Is this Draper blade. It's a Draper Blades knife. He's a custom knife maker. I believe he was in Utah. He has since passed away. It's run by someone else now. I'm not sure who made this knife, whether it was the actual owner or the his apprentice. But this is my father-in-law had this knife for quite a while. He bought them and kept them for special occasions. He gave it to me several years ago. And it is a very nice knife, very well made. I mean, if you see the design on here, it's really nicely designed, very nicely made. Very good knife. I really like it. I don't use it for much. It kind of just sits around the house and used as a letter opener. It's a very nice letter opener though. One of the nicest you'll ever see. They're kind of a pricey knife. I would never buy one myself because they're a little pricey, but not bad at all. Really like it. It's my favorite used knife. I don't use a lot. Now as far as knives I use a lot, I was torn on this one. I almost went with my SOG Pentagon, which is a very nice knife also, but in the end I had to go with my SOG Daggert. This for me is a perfect knife. The blade is serrated, but it still has enough straight edge to be a usable blade. Very nice size, very well balanced, full metal throughout the grip. A nice end cap on it here. I'm not sure what you'd call that, but very nice knife. I've used this knife hundreds of times. I've cut branches with it, I've cut weeds with it, I've sawed rope with it. I've done about everything you do with a camping knife with this knife, and I bring it home, wipe it off, and it looks like brand new again. Very nicely made knife. Not the most expensive knife in the world, not the cheapest, but not the most expensive. It's a very nice knife for actually using. So that's my favorite knife that I actually use. Now to get back to the topic here of the other section of what he wanted to know. He wanted us to give shout outs to three different channels that we enjoy. The three channels that I really enjoy that I'll mention here. My English Bulldog is barking outside here. Hope you don't hear her on the tape. One of which I'm going to mention is Abomi. His video, one of his contests was the first contest I ever entered. Until then, I didn't even know of contests. I didn't even know I had a channel. I just thought I had uploaded some videos. I didn't know you got a channel when you did that. I didn't know other people had channels. I didn't know anything about subscribing or being subscribed to. So that kind of opened up my eyes to that. So I thank Abomi for that. Guns and Gear is another person whose channel I really enjoy. He's just very straightforward, very easy to listen to, very laid back. I really like his opinions on things, and I like the things he shows us. So I really enjoy Guns and Gear's channel. Another channel I really enjoy is Never Enough Ammo. He actually holds chats, has a channel. Some of his videos have inspired me to do some prepping. I actually built a bug out bag the other night for the first time, a usable one. Because of watching his videos, and I'm going to start doing some more prepping in my everyday life too. Just for, I'm not an end of the world kind of guy, but it's nice to be prepared, have some extra water around, extra food around. So Never Enough Ammo, his channel has inspired me to do some things. So those are three people whose channels I really enjoy. I've enjoyed entering this contest, and I hope to see everyone else's knives. I always like looking at what other people have in their collections. So this has been the Yankee Marshal, and thanks for watching.